Hello everyone. Welcome to this space. It's always so nice to have you guys here. This is Simone from the Euphoric Garden. And I have a couple of announcements to make. And the first one is I have a website for my art projects that I have been working on for the past year. It is all astrological and it is all earth-based. So I am in the process of creating a sun sign chart for everyone using botanical designs as well as a moon sign chart. And eventually I will get to the rising signs as well. The link will be in the description box below for those of you who are interested in buying a t-shirt, a canvas bag, and stickers. There will be so much more coming your way. I have so many other projects in mind for the years to come, and I would love for you guys to come along this journey. And if you want to support me and my business as an artist for Euphoric Garden, the link will be in the description box below if you're interested in any of those products to support this channel and my business. The second announcement is I am going to begin giving personal readings in the month of May. These readings will be at a price of $15 for one question. For 5 questions, I will price it around $75. That also includes a couple of oracle messages, clarifying cards, and any advice that you may need regarding the questions that you have. Again, the link will be in the description box below for you guys to book a personal reading with me, and it's going to be on euphoricgarden.com with all of my other art projects there, and collectibles and clothing and apparel and all of the astrological goodness that you guys will find there in the near future. And I'm actually really excited about this. It's been a long time coming and it's a slow process, but with your support I feel that we can create a very beautiful community here. Much love and light to all of you, and let's go ahead and jump into your general messages. Hey Cancer, welcome to my channel, welcome to my space. Thank you so much for being here. It's always good to have you here. Happy April, happy springtime, happy Astara for those of you who have celebrated Astara. Happy Aries season, happy Taurus season, happy astrological new year. We do have a Mercury retrograde in April on the 21st, so just bear that in mind. Okay, this is going to be your general messages for the month of April, and I'm reading for your sun and rising placements. So if you have Cancer in those 2 placements and or your sun and rising in Cancer, these messages I intend to resonate with that aspect of your personality and your chart. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump in, my beautiful Cancers, sun and rising signs, and see what advice and guidance the universe has in store for you for the month of April 2023. Let's go ahead and see Cancer. For every sign that I read for, you are last but not least out of all the signs today. But I am reading for every sign that I read for. I am also reading your sister sign. Your sister sign is Capricorn, so there may be some similar messages that may come out in your reading that pertain to Capricorn as well. Always check your sister signs sometimes, because they can definitely have some very important information for how you can deal with any circumstances that may come your way at any given time of the year. Okay, so let's go ahead and see here. Cancer, sun and rising signs, universe, source, angels, guardians and protectors, spirits of light, gods, goddesses, ancestors, please come before us and speak through me clearly. To the sign of Cancer, my beautiful Cancers, sun and rising signs, for their April 2023 messages. What messages of guidance, insight, and encouragement do you have for Cancer, sun and rising signs for April 2023? Let's see. There's a couple that wanted to fall out. So let's see what's at the top of the deck first. Cancer, sun and rising signs. Okay, so you received break free from the top of the deck. It says try different ventures and experiences as a way to grow and learn. Break free. The other card, there's the one at the top of the ones that fell out. It has divine magic. Okay. Extra magical energy surrounds your situation right now. Expect miracles. So yeah, there is, again, we're in a brand new astrological year, Cancer. So as you burst into this new chapter, it would be really beneficial. It would be very beneficial to try things that you have never tried before, right? As long as it's healthy, right? Like it says, try different ventures and experience. So you may find yourself, Cancer, in the month of April realizing that, you know, I need to change, I need to grow, I've been doing the same thing for years and years, or for months and months, whatever. And realize, Cancer, if this is advice from the universe, it is letting you know that if you want to improve your life and you realize that you've been living in the same neighborhood for years or decades, you've been eating the same, you've had an eating style or eating lifestyle that's been the same for years, and you've never really tried anything else as far as maybe healthier food, different cultures of foods, right? And maybe you realize that you want to meet new people, right? If you want to learn a new language, you kind of have to hang out with people who know that language, right? Or you need to go to that country. If you want to improve your finances, there are some things that you need to be open to maybe some business classes, or business consulting, financial consulting, counseling. There are a lot of things. There's just a big world out there, Cancer, right? And your sign a lot of the time represents, from what I've learned about Cancers, is that you guys have this sense of belonging. You want to feel like you belong. You're all about the home, right? You're all about feeling comfy and, you know, having your little niche that works for you. I'm not saying that you don't like doing new things, but your sign as an essence and as an energy and a vibration has a lot to do with comfort and the home. So if you find yourself kind of in your comfort zone and you're okay with where you are, or if there's a certain mindset that you have to where you feel, I already know enough, I've been through enough, and this is just how life is for me, it's not. There's so much more to learn. We never know. As human beings, we can never really know enough. There's always so much more to gain and to know and to live, right? There's so much more life to live out there. And if you want to live more life and you find yourself comparing yourself to people on social media, or people who are able to travel the world, or, you know, afford certain things, don't compare yourself to those people, right? If this is advice from the universe, don't compare yourself to other people's circumstances or luxuries. Try to understand, how can I improve my life so that I can do certain things that I thought I would never be able to do. Am I making sense? And then at the bottom of the deck, we have empowerment. It says you are more powerful than you realize. It's safe for you to be powerful. Taurus got this as well. So if you have Taurus in your chart, definitely check Taurus's reading out. Just like I was saying earlier, don't compare yourself. You are powerful, or you can be just as powerful as the next person, right? You can be just as beautiful, right? If you want to live more of a diverse life, right, so to speak, you have to be open. You can't expect life to open up to you if you are closed off to it. It's like being in a relationship. You and your life, you have a relationship with your life. And if you give your power to life and you're not living it, you're not dancing with life, right? You're not in love with life, then how can you expect life to accommodate you, right? How can you expect your life to thrive if you are not thriving? Does that make sense? Excuse me. Like it says, it's safe for you to be powerful. It is safe for you to be powerful. It's safe for you to travel. It's safe for you to live life to the fullest. And when it says it's safe for you to be powerful, this means that the universe and your life, the universe is giving you, is saying you have the key. You have to give yourself permission, not us. We're just here to guide you. We're here to keep everything in balance. But you, Cancer, you are the one that has the key to change. Right? You just may have misplaced the key, but you have the key. The universe is not hiding the key from you. The universe is not trying to hide anything from us. It's just trying to keep everything afloat for us. The world can be a shitty place. Why? Not because of the universe. It's because of us. It's because of the humans that live here, right? So if you find yourself looking at the world and having kind of like a pessimistic mindset, it's not towards the universe, at least. If you have a pessimistic mindset against God, the universe, and you're pointing fingers at other people, it's like, no, you are the one that is responsible for the change that you wish to bring for yourself into your living space. Okay? And that could be a challenge for some of you, right? That may be uncomfortable for some people to think that they're the ones responsible, because that makes them feel like like pressure is being applied to them now. But it's no pressure. If anything, it gives you freedom. It just means that, oh, okay, well, I can just bring change and I'm just going to do it, right? You just have to be willing to take that leap. But just like your card that was pulled for you, it says break free. You have to break free of these chains, of this bondage that you've been in, of this mindset that's kind of kept you trapped in a certain situation. Okay? And if this is not necessarily about life in general for you, Cancer, this can be about relationships. It can be about money. It can be about friendships or family. So it can be one of those things, maybe not all of the above. So if there's a relationship that you find yourself in, platonically or romantically, if this relationship is keeping you small and is kind of trying to shrink you and fit you into this small box, the universe is saying, no, you're too big for that, Cancer. You cannot thrive in such a small space. There's a person who's intimidated by you. There's a person who they can already see your potential and they're trying to snatch it from you. They're trying to hide your light. A friend of mine a long time ago told me that there are people who already see your potential. That's why they are trying so hard to block you. There are people who see your potential before you do. So whenever you see folks trying to block you, remember, oh, so that means that I got something that they feel that they don't. Realize your power here, Cancer, in this situation, whatever this situation is for you. Remember, these messages are general, so take it as you will. Apply it to whatever it is that you may be going through, if it can be applied, if you resonate with these messages, okay? Let's see. For Cancer, Sun and Rising signs, guardians and protectors, spirits of light, for their April 2023 messages of guidance, advice, and encouragement. Let's see here. My beautiful Cancer, Sun and Rising signs. We're going to pull one more oracle message and then jump into the tarot, you guys, okay? your sun and rising sign, spirit guides. You have the stag, and whenever I see the stag, I see that as Leo. Even though Leo is ruled by the lion, there's another tarot card that has the stag. A tarot deck that has a stag, and it represents Leo. And it says, trust and thrive. Some of you guys, there is a Leo here. You may have Leo in your chart. I was talking about your life thriving earlier. You have to trust yourself, Cancer. You have to trust in the ebb and flow of the universe. If you don't trust the universe, that means you don't even trust yourself, because you are the universe. We are all universal DNA, the cosmos. We have cosmic DNA, you know? You have to have confidence that what you pray for, what you desire, like if you look at someone and you see what they have and you think it's beautiful, you think that it's luxurious, and it's like, oh man, I can see myself having that or experiencing that. Go for it. Figure out, you know, and be inspired by those people. Maybe if there are people in your life or friends or family members that have a certain job, or maybe they have such healthy friendships, or they have really a very healthy romantic partnership, and that's something that you've wanted, right? Maybe you should go and ask them some questions and try to understand, like, you know, what is it that I can learn from you or from this person about how to change the rhythm of my day-to-day life, change the rhythm of my heart, right, and how I think about things. The bottom of the deck, you have honor your inner knowing, medicine mother. You know deep down inside, Cancer, what's best for you. You know what you're worth. You know what you want, right? Why are you going to ignore it? Someone or something has you in a tight grip, or you feel that they have you in a tight grip. Some of you all have trust issues because of something that happened to you in your past. You may feel like something's been taken away from you, and you've kind of just sunk into that. Some of you guys have kind of just accepted it, and you're just like, this is just how it is. No, it's not how it has to be. There is something emotional for some of you that you have not released. To be empowered is to be happy. It's to be confident to be you, is to have no resentment, no regrets, right? No anger built up or festering inside of you. This is just you just trusting the process and realizing that there is really no one else's fault, or no one else is responsible for who you become. No one is responsible for how your life turns out. You are responsible. Yes, there are people who are responsible for how they treat you and the things that they do towards you, but you are responsible for how you turn out despite those things. Right? Like if somebody steals your car or steals some money from you like that, they're responsible for that, right? You're not responsible for that. Like, that's not fair. But the way you turn out because of these circumstances that have been dealt to you for whatever reason, right? If you lose your job, you're not really necessarily responsible for that, depending on why you lost your job, right? Someone disrespecting you without reason, right? Having a nasty attitude towards you, you're not responsible for that, right? But you are, like I said, you are responsible for who you choose to be despite these circumstances that come your way. Let's see. If your ex abused you in your past, guess what? They're going to reap their karma for that shit, right? But you decide, you have to determine, do I want to be like that person? Do I want to let their energy be a part of my life? Or do I want to be better? Do I want to rise above, right? You know, maybe you were abused in your family, or maybe you felt that your family didn't understand you. Are you going to allow that to become who you are, where you're not understanding people, or you become abusive towards your family? Or are you going to rise above, right? Are you just going to move on and let the universe deal with people, you know, and break free? All right, Cancer. Let's pull some tarot. I'm going to pull 3 tarot cards for you guys. Universe, source, angels, guardians and protectors, spirits of light, gods, goddesses, ancestors. There you go. Interesting. You have Leo here. We have your sign of Cancer here. We have justice here. Yes, there no more. This is all about, yeah, the time is now. The time is now. The universe is judging you here, Cancer. It's saying, okay, let's see what work you've been putting in here. How long have you been holding on to this? Because you've been holding on to something extremely tightly, or someone has been holding on to you tightly. Someone is being very stubborn. Someone has a false sense of security here. It could be you, it could be someone you're dealing with. And you need to break free of that. You need to stop allowing someone to have power over you, Cancer, or stop allowing some negative thoughts to overpower you. You have the King of Blades at the bottom of the deck. That is Aquarius. Could be Gemini. It could be a Libra too, but I read this mostly as Aquarius. But this could be a father figure. You have the King of Cups at the bottom of that. So you and your father, or you and another male or masculine energy. It could be male or female, but there's someone with very powerful, not powerful, but very potent masculine energy that I'm getting here. Again, it could be your father, your grandfather, where some of you guys may really take after some toxic behaviors of your father. Whether you want to admit that or not, but with the Moon card here, that's you. But I'm getting the sense that there are some fears here that you're not speaking about, and you're putting on as if like, no, nothing's bothering me. Nobody can hurt me. Nobody can put me down. With the 9 of Wands here, it's like you're still fighting. You're fighting for something, but it seems like there's some truths that you're not speaking about, or there's someone else who is not showing who they truly are. They may not be communicating with you clearly. If you ask them a question, they may try to evade the question. But with just judgment and the Libra card of justice here, the universe is saying the time is now to cut this behavior out. It's done. It's just no more, because you've been holding on too tight too tightly with the 4 of Pentacles. So there is some type of false sense of security. It's time to let go, Cancer. In the month of April, it's time to let go of this relationship, this family relationship, this romantic relationship, these friendships. It's time to let go of a pattern of behavior and addiction, something. Let go of some type of mental block. There may be a male or a masculine figure here who you may have some anger or resentment towards, or maybe they abused you, or they just didn't really show that they cared about how you felt when you were younger. I don't know, but there's someone in your life who was a little bit cold towards you, possibly in your past, or maybe this is you've kind of become this King of Swords energy, but you're a Cancer. Sun and rising signs, like, you're all about the heart, you're all about love and you know, feeling everything, right? So why are you turning your back to your emotions and how you truly feel? Why are you not allowing love to come in? Why are you not allowing healing to happen? Because your sign is all about healing as well. So if you're pushing away these opportunities of healing, then you're giving your power away, Cancer. Don't pretend like things are not bothering you. Like, just come out with it, right? If you have to cry about it, right? Don't try to put up a wall and pretend, you know, like you've been hurt, so you have a wall up, that's evident. But, or somebody has a wall up and they may not show their emotions, but they always are like very, you know, they're just really rough around the edges. Like they're just not nice, or when you bring up a certain topic, they want to cut you off and they're upset about it. But it's like, that's them putting up a wall because they don't want to be vulnerable. You or someone else, you do not want your emotions to become vulnerable. And somebody is pretending like, no, I'm not bothered by that. I'm over that. Right? That doesn't bother me anymore. Yes, it does. Yes, it does, Cancer. You or someone is lying. Okay, somebody's lying about how they truly feel, and you're trying to put up this front like the King of Swords here, as if like, but deep down inside you're this King of Cups. Like deep down inside you got some emotions. Deep down inside you still have love for somebody, or you want things to heal, but you're still pretending like, nah, like, you know, I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Like that kind of energy of like, I don't care, but you do. And the universe is here to really expose your emotions, or this other person's emotions, right? Because somebody's been hurt, somebody's been abused. Let's clarify these cards. Let's clarify these cards really quickly, Cancer. Sun and rising signs for April 2023. It's time to heal. It's time to heal, Cancer. There's no more. There's no more lying. There's no more saving face. It is time to bring things back into balance, and that's when the Judgment card comes in. You've become way too comfortable in holding on to something, and somebody has been mistreating you, or they did mistreat you in the past and they just got away with it, and you just kind of ran and got out of that situation, but you never got closure, or this person just never was found out. I don't know, but somebody's holding on to something. Yep, you got a Leo again. So it seems like some of you guys have a Leo. Some of you guys have a Leo of significance that you need to speak to, and you guys need to heal with or heal from. All right, there's a Leo that you really need to be honest with. All right, but when I see the Sun card, I see this as the light being shined. Because you have the Sun and the Moon. You can't remain in the dark for long. This situation cannot remain in the dark. It's time to face your fears. It's time to face this situation head on. There's no more messing around here. No more beating around the bush. 10 of Cups. So this is about family. This is about family, Cancer. Somebody in your family hurt you, or you may have had some misunderstandings about your family, and there was no real communication, or if there was communication, somebody didn't want to hear it, you or someone else. Yeah. 6 of Pentacles. So there is some communication. Somebody's been communicating more than the other. So if this is you, Cancer, communicating more, and this person is just like, I'm not hearing it, I don't want to talk about it, the universe is going to make sure that they hear you out. It's going to make sure that they give their side of the story and talk about how they feel. They're not going to be able to run away from this. But if this is you, or someone else, this Leo or this Libra person, or who, it doesn't have to be those signs, but there is somebody who has been communicating and being fair to you, but you're the one that's just like, I'm not hearing that. I don't want to talk to you, or I don't, because you're angry, or because you're sad, or what have you, or because you just don't want to hear the truth about something. You're blocking your own blessings here. Okay? Yeah. Yeah, you can't hide this. Your spirit guides are just like, we see you. Got the High Priestess here. I know I said I was only going to pull 3 cards for you, but you have a lot of cards that, like 5 cards that came out. Last but not least, you have the Knight of Elixirs. I read that as Cancer energy. The Knight of Cups. Bottom of the deck, you have the 8 of Pentacles. So you've kind of been using work to distract yourself, or this other person has been using work to distract themselves. You've been living your own life. However, you've just been living life while there's these toxic energies and this wound that's been left open. And it needs to be healed. You need to start opening your heart up. With the Knight of Cups here, you need to open up your heart, Cancer. There is no more stubbornness. There's no more room for stubbornness. There's no more room for saving face. There's no fake it till you make it. I don't believe in that. There is no fake it till you make it. If you're faking it, you ain't gonna make it. Okay? That's what I believe. Okay? No excuses there. So Cancer, heal yourselves, heal your lives, thrive, trust in the universe, trust in yourselves. Much love and light to all of you. I wish you guys the very best of luck on this journey. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I hope to see you guys in your next reading. Bye, Cancer.